Take a look at this Cowboy team. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
And how about that defense last week? And it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And we will not see a run back. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Tua. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Prescott on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround.
But it's intercepted. Picked out by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 29,
Tua. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. It'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man has got it. The tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua looking left sideline, incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific at Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because...
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The
start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Dak's going to keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Philadelphia, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.